Big one, the one we've all been waiting for, and I'm very excited for this game happening tomorrow. So these are my lineup predictions, what lineups I want to see, what tactics I want to see from Julian Nagelsmann, what tactics I think we'll get, some reflections on the match, my score prediction, but let's just get straight into it. So my lineup that I want to see is Sommer in goal, of course. The link to Upamecano Pavard. I want to see the back three that we saw versus Mainz and that we saw versus Bochum, because in both those games we won with good scorelines, but more importantly it was attractive football. There was nice interplay, there was rotations, there was offensive threat going through the middle, but then also width provided by those wing backs. It was just beautiful to watch. So I hope to see De Ligt at the back, left centre back, Upamecano and Pavard. And Upamecano, I think, will be the key player against maybe Mbappe is still in the team. Actually, one thing to talk about. So there's been some back and forth whether Mbappe is going to play or not going to play. PSG manager Gatelier said that it's not our style to say that he's out and then we'll put him in the squad. But it appears that he will be in the squad, so it is their style. These guys, these PSG guys, are conniving, mischievous, and downright absolutely abhorrent for doing this, but it looks like Mbappe is going to play. Whether he'll play from the start remains to be seen, but even if he does play, I think Upamecano's recovery pace, being able to track back, will be so crucial in that back line, and also Upamecano's physicality against a Messi who might be in the front line. Against Neymar-type players, we need fast defenders. De Ligt, unfortunately, isn't that fast. De Ligt could get spun by Messi, but Upamecano hopefully will have that recovery pace to track back. Pavard's not a slow cookie either. He's quite strong, he's quite physical. I mean, De Ligt's physical, so we need to hope that that defense is on it right now. And that's why, even though you see here I've put this 3-1-4-2 type formation, but I have slight worries about this, and I'll tell you why. Because there's only three at the back, and because I want Cancelo and Coman to be pushing really far forward, it means that if PSG's attackers get in behind, they may be in one-on-one situations on De Ligt, on Upamecano, on Pavard. And because these defenders are fast, but none is the pace of a Davies. You see here I've omitted Davies, and that's because I think he's been really poor recently. His touch has been poor, his overall play has been poor. So it's a big call. It's a big call for Nagelsmann to make, and I'm really interested to see what happens. But I think that the PSG attack against those three defenders in one-on-one situations could be a problem for us, and especially if there's not much midfield cover, if it's only Kimmich in midfield, as I've suggested, it could be a risky strategy. But I say we go big or go broke. Is that the phrase? Maybe. I'm not sure. Go big or go home. And it would be going home to Munich with nothing in our hands if we lose big this game. But I think we could also win big, especially with this tactic. This is super attacking. You see Kimmich alone by himself in midfield, no Goretzka. Even though Goretzka played well versus Bochum, I don't think he should play, because I want to see that Musiala and Sane partnership as number 8s. They were so good versus Bochum. They were so good versus Mainz. They get into those slots. Muller drops deep and allows Musiala and Sane to push forward at times. If Muller drops deep, Sane might be in space in the box. I talked about this in my tactics analysis video. I'll have a tactics analysis of this PSG game, my learning points, some of them from it. But when Muller drops deep into that space, and because Muller also often drops into the right space, Sane can really push forward, really join Choupo-Moting in the attack. Coman, I chose Coman instead of Davies. I told you what I thought about Davies' bad touch and stuff. But it is risky, because if Davies doesn't play, there is no recovery pace. And we remember in that Champions League winning run, Davies' recovery pace was so crucial against fast attackers like Mbappe, even in the Champions League final. So it could be Davies here instead of Coman if we do choose to play this formation, but it would be tough on Coman, I think. Cancelo on the right, I think he'll be really crucial whipping in those crosses, and we'll need Muller and Choupo-Moting. Those are the two target men in the box. And I think we could score some goals from these two men, because they both scored when we played PSG last time. They're both havocs in the box. And For my opinion, both must play. It's incomprehensible to imagine a lineup without Muller and Choupo-Moting. I know Kicker, for example, the German magazine, suggested in their predicted lineups it'd be Muller up top and then Musiala in behind in the 4-2-3-1 with no Choupo-Moting. But I think that is folly. I think that we will not see that, and we should not see that, because Choupo-Moting and Muller make each other better. Choupo-Moting is the perfect foil for the round-loitering Muller, where Muller can play off him. He can, when Choupo-Moting drops deep, Muller can go, like we saw in the goal versus Bochum, or like we saw when Choupo-Moting dropped deep and Bochum and Sommer launched it long to Choupo-Moting. He flicks it on, Muller is in behind. We're going to see those runs, and we need to see those plays. And I really must see Choupo-Moting and Muller together in this match. If I don't, I'll be truly disappointed. But I also need to see Musiala. Musiala is the key player. He's been so good recently. I need to see Sane. Sane is such a danger man. Yes, against Bochum, he could have moved the ball quicker. But when he is on form, he is in Sane. Yes. I want to see Coman, though. Coman provides us that attacking strength, that attacking width, the agility. So this is a super uber duper attacking lineup that I'm suggesting for Bayern. But it could go horribly wrong, but it could go horribly right in favour of Bayern. And I think, given that Messi was a doubt, or he's maybe not at full fitness, given Mbappe is a doubt, probably on the bench, I think Bayern really need to go for it, attack this game, and try and come home back to Munich with a big scoreline. I think Cancelo with his crosses will be so crucial. Kimmich will be the controlling player. If we can suffocate them, if we can get Kimmich at the heart of that midfield, spraying balls to Cancelo, to Coman, to Musiala, Musiala combining with Sane, Musiala 1-2's little tiki-taka, flicky-flaka-esque touches in the midfield. That's what I want to see, and that's what I'm very excited to see. But in terms of alternate lineups we could see, I can also imagine a lineup a bit like this, with a 4-2-3-1, and this one, you see, curiously doesn't include Muller, and I just said Muller must play, and I think he will. But if he but I can also see Nagelsmann. Well, basically, Nagelsmann has to drop one of Muller, Musiala, Sane, Coman, Choupo, Goretzka, Kimmich, Davies. He has to drop one or even two of these players, who are all considered starters in their own right. And I'm not even talking about Gnabry or Pavard in this, who are also kind of starters. So it's a really tough call for Nagelsmann. But as I said, everything we've seen in the past few weeks has shown how important Thomas Muller is to Bayern's play. He was the best player versus Bochum. He is the link-up man. He is the breadstick. He is Mr. Bayern Munich. He is the glue which super glues Bayern together into that formidable unit, not the brittle unit that we saw when he wasn't playing. And when Musiala is in this slot, he's not linking up with Sane, Coman, Choupo as quickly as Muller. Yes, he's a great dribbler, but he's not the creator that Muller is. He doesn't provide the overall flair, the finesse, the panache that Muller provides. So that's what I'm looking for in this game. I want to see Thomas Muller here. But say we do play a 4-2-3-1, because yes, Nagelsmann may think that the 3-1-4-2 is too offensive. He may want Davies in the backline with Cancelo. Then I can also see a lineup where it's more like this, maybe like a 4-3-3, and instead of Goretzka here, it's Muller. So you would see, we saw this against Eintracht Frankfurt recently. I don't think this is our best lineup, but I can also see us going for that. It allows us to play Coman, Muller, Musiala, Sane, Choupo. In midfield, though, we may get overrun. Musiala is not the greatest. He is often far forward. He's not that good further back, and when he is further back, it detracts from his attacking potential. So I guess we'll see. It'll be very interesting to see the lineup. But what I really want is that 3-1-4-2. What I really want is Bayern to really attack the game, to attack PSG, high line, suicidal high line, Hansi Flick style. And what is simple fact for me is that Musiala, Muller, Choupo-Moting and Sane all must play, which means that either Coman, Gnabry being benched, or Davies is being benched, or Goretzka is being benched. We'll see. I hope that the players who miss out are Goretzka, are Gnabry, are Davies. I hope that we play this formation that I alluded to earlier. It's going to be a cracker of a game. I'm really looking forward to it. So come back for the tactical analysis. But before that, score prediction. So I looked at PSG. PSG haven't been playing well recently. They just lost to Monaco. They were resting their players, mind you. Mbappe is out, but it's not flowing for them. And even though I've had gripes with Nagelsmann in the past few weeks, this type of game is the one that feels like his tactical innovation. That he's going to play something spicy, and it's going to be extra hot, and PSG will be on fire by the end of it. Because I think that these are the games Nagelsmann thrives off. Against teams like Villarreal, against compact units, yes, we're not so good, but against a free-flowing PSG side, which will have lots of attacking power, but also lots of defensive open spaces for which Muller can drive into, for which Cancelo can find crosses into the box. I think that this is the type of game Nagelsmann thrives on, the type of game that his innovation, his cheeky little tricks thrive on. I just must see Muller, I must see Chupo, I must see Musiala, I must see a win for Bayern. This is the perfect opportunity for Nagelsmann to get back on track against a top team, have a top performance. No, none of this Champions League losing versus Villarreal nonsense. We win in Paris. I think that will be the case, so therefore I'm going to say 3-1. Bayern's going to dominate this game, and we're going to come back to Munich with a sizable advantage. But anyway, hope you have a great game, and come back when I have my tactical talking points later. Bye.